The following live stream is dedicated to DJ Run for Cover. Rest in peace, DJ Run for Cover. We love you and we miss you, brother.
Hey, guess what? I'm Shaggy Kudo, and I'm the other guy. The other guy's Father Jay from the Insane Clown Posse. That's right, and we want you to remember where to go for the greatest podcasts, the greatest interviews, and the greatest tips on how not to be molested. That's right, right on Carnival Spirits, CARNIVAL Spirits, and you'll get right to it. It's with Scotty Balls, Beastmaster, and Kelly Green Too Fresh. That's right, too goddamn fresh for you. Subscribe. Know what I'm saying?
Yo, 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 yo. What is up, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Carmen Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. You know, back here on everywhere. And yeah, this is the Hours of Chaos podcast, y'all. You know, every Thursday. Hell yeah. Of course, we are dedicating this podcast as well as every episode to our brother, the one and only DJ Run for Cover. Rest in peace, brother. We miss you, DJ. And yeah, dude was my brother. He was a good person that was taken from us too soon. He was a good dude. You know, it's still hard to believe that he's been gone for a year. I still can't believe it. You know, it still feels like I'm in a dream and that he's no longer with us, but I know he's still with us. So tonight is a very special episode because it's paying tribute to him. Just like every podcast is dedicated to DJ Run. You know, he's just a great dude. I enjoyed being on shows with him. He's a very good dude. Hell yeah. Of course, tonight we are having two very special guests tonight. We are being joined by Hex Rated and the real Plantman. So we're having two different guests tonight. So it's going to be definitely a really good show. And yeah, let's get on to some more bit of fresh news that's been going on that I woke up to today. So the news I woke up to today is this news right here. Yep. And it just keeps on climbing and climbing. It happened last night. You know, I was just doing a little live St. Patty's Day stream with y'all, and I was taking a nap for an hour. And yeah, this is what I woke up to. And isn't it crazy ironic how that tend to happen on the 17th of March and stuff? Isn't that crazy? Everything happens for a reason. I don't remember who it was, but someone told me, they said, Don, before you reach the Hours of Chaos podcast 3-year anniversary, you're going to reach 1K subs. You know, I didn't think I would ever reach that because, I've just, I've been doing YouTube for 10 years now, y'all. 10 years, hard work, hustling and grinding, just putting out content for you guys, and then just being myself. Also, as DJ Run would tell me, we never focused on the negative shit, the drama and all that, and we were just being ourselves. So yeah, very, very dope news to hear. For those who don't think that you can get there, trust me, you can. Hard work pays off. Even if people tell you otherwise, that hard work does not pay off. It really does, y'all. Hard work pays off in a major, major way. So, yeah, some very dope topics to look forward to. Had a very good stream last night. And yeah, we are going to be joined by our guests tonight, Hex Rated, LSP's own Hex Rated, as well as the real Plantman. Again, rest in peace, DJ Run for cover, and I know he's very proud of all of us. Just like watching a lot of those old streams and hangouts that we would do together, it was just awesome. DJ Run was definitely one of those real ones. He didn't focus on the negative shit or the drama. He just focused on the positivity and just the happenings going on in our community. He was a great dude. I was proud to call that dude my brother. So we'll either pour something out for DJ Run, smoke something to the brother. Oh yeah, y'all. And you'll get there, Shauna. Hard work pays off. Trust me. As long as you put in work, hard work, and everything, hard work pays off. All right, y'all. I just got the message. So we're going to have our first guest in tonight. So let me go ahead and send him the link. Let's see. So yeah, link is sent. And now we are just waiting for our first guest of the night. So how is everyone today? It's been a very crazy day for you, boy. So while we wait for our guests, how is everyone tonight? Hopefully everyone's good and all that good old happy jazz. It's been pretty crazy day. Been a roller coaster ride. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. That's definitely dope. Of course, we are live everywhere. Make sure you guys peep the links down in the description. You have my social medias and you have all the links to where you guys can follow our guests for the night. Where you can follow all the guests the two guests we've had tonight. You have all their social medias down in the link so you can follow them. Also, you have darktrapbeats.com, which is a website that a guest of the night has. So you guys can definitely go check them out. And I think we have them. Let's see. Oh, shit. What's good, man?
What up? How y'all doing?
Hell yeah. Well, we're both twins today.
Hey.
Hell yeah. How are you, bro?
Dope. How's the audio on your end? I'm good.
It's coming in really
About
good.
to smoke some weeds. Cool.
So yeah, welcome to the show, man. It's good to have you.
How are you?
Here.
I'm fucking fantastic. Hell yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll start like from the beginning. Of course, everyone, welcome to the show. The one and only Hex Rated. Oh, what's that?
Oh, blunt wraps.
Nice. So yeah, I guess we'll start from the beginning. Of course, this interview or guest spot, you guys can say. It's been a long time coming. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Happy to be here.
And isn't it crazy how you come on and be my guest when I finally have reached 1K subs on my channel? How dope is that?
That's perfect, man. Perfect timing, right? Shit. Yeah.
It's crazy how it happened yesterday. And I tell people, see, numbers are not just numbers. Numbers have meaning to them, regardless of what people think.
No, yeah, for sure. It's especially in this day and age, right? To get someone to go to your page, hit like or hit subscribe or comment or whatever, when everything literally on the internet is working against you to keep that from happening, it's definitely dope. So congratulations.
Yep, and we say fuck censorship and fuck cancel culture, y'all.
Yo, yeah, that's getting a little egregious if you ask me. I think people should probably go read some books like 1984 and Brave New World, where the whole premise is them changing and deleting history to make themselves look like the good guy, and that's what's happening right now.
Exactly. And I told people the whole reason about history is there so you can learn your lesson so history doesn't repeat itself.
Yeah, man. Once they start changing history books, you got to worry a little bit.
Hell yeah, I guess we'll start from the beginning, like your early years. One of the things I usually ask my guests is like, what was the first like form of music that you remember like listening and falling in love with?
Oh man, so I'm 36, right? So I grew up in hip hop. I grew up in gangster rap, right? So my first, like the first thing I ever remember, um, was listening to Tone Loc on cassette tape, and that was, for anyone who's not quite familiar, the Funky Cole Medina and Wild Thing, and like these really wild songs, right? But I think the first thing I musically really ever fell in love with, like, um, was rap. Like, completely, totally obsessed. Um, in the mid '90s, I was buying Coolio and Bone Thugs East 1999 and Tupac's All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli, the Don Illuminati, all on cassette. Um, so I think that's really where the whole obsession started for me. It wasn't too long after that, that I got into wicked shit and started listening to like ICP and Twisted. I remember when Twisted dropped Most Tasteless. So yeah, been around.
Hell yeah. Do you even remember like what probably your very first like album purchase was like that you bought by yourself?
Yeah, yeah, it was Bone Thugs East 1999. It had a parental advisory on it, and I can specifically remember the cashier giving me shit. Like, are your parents okay with this? And I was just like, dude, I must have been in like fifth grade or some shit. I was like, yeah, they're cool with it. And they sold it to me, and you know, yeah, that was the first one. It was on cassette.
Hell yeah. Like I grew up on a lot of crazy stuff. Before the music I listened to, I was already listening to like what my parents grew up on. Like I grew up listening to Ozzy and all that good old classic rock and crazy metal.
Fuck yeah. See, my parents are like older. There's like a solid generation gap in between me and my parents. So they were raising me on like straight up rock and roll oldies, like older like Elvis and like just the Big Bopper and shit like that. But once I was more free to choose my own fucking musical preferences, I went pretty drastically away from that. But I like
Yeah.
that shit though.
I mean, I've liked all music, but the two forms of music that has always spoke to me that I've always grown up on is been rock, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I went through like a bunch of waves, as I call them, or stages, you might say, where after rap, I listened to rock for like a lot of years, like dedicated rock head from like eighth grade to somewhere in high school, I guess, when I started listening to hip hop again and shit. But yeah, man. And honestly, you can hear all of that in my music. There's a bunch of genres kind of like mashed into each other.
Hell yeah, and we'll probably get into that now. Like, when did you like first rapping? Like, what made you want to start rapping, and what year was it?
Um, so I've kind of always wanted to, but never really had the opportunity or the access to the equipment to do so until about, I think, 2008. 2008 is when I recorded my first song um, with Jason Porter. It's on Underground Hustlin' Volume 9, if I'm showing my age. UGH Volume 9. Um, it's Hex and Jason Porter. Um, yeah, so what made me or inspired me to kind of make music is a few things. Like, I really like lyrical East Coast death rap, like Necro and Ill Bill and all them dudes. And I really think got pushed to do it by some associates, or being around some associates. I've known Axe Murder Boys since they were boys, I guess. So was I. I mean, I was 18. I think Otis was like 16, and like Bones was like 19 or something like that. So I knew them for a really long time. And then we started hanging out quite a bit again right around the release for God's Hand, which was right around when I started recording. So I think it was just being in an environment around those kind of people that finally kind of pushed me to go do it.
Oh yeah, and I've always told people like the music scene in Colorado, there's just something about our music scene that's just very awesome. It's like hard to explain.
Yeah, it's a culture for sure, right? It's really its own entity and environment and experience for sure. I can't wait for the next Gore Fest. You know, that's like the epitome of the Colorado music scene to me is Gore Fest and the
Oh yeah.
madness that goes down with it.
Hell yeah. And I also even remember way back in the day when you were part of the group Northside Ninjas. I remember that group.
Yeah, man. So really that's how I got onto LSP. I was in Northside Ninjas. We were a group for we started in 2009, and the original member in the group with me, Steve-O, he passed away pretty shortly, honestly, after we started playing shows, unfortunately. This was before LSP. That was in 2009. And throughout 2009 and 2010, we had some pretty big opportunities. We opened for ICP in Farmington, New Mexico on the Happy Days tour. We opened up for Twisted here in Colorado Springs, and eventually we linked with an up and coming artist named Hobson, and we all know how that story went. So we ended up collabing with Hobson and doing some shows, and collabing with Swizz at the time and doing some shows, and building a pretty cool relationship with Damian Ritter from Funk Volume, who now manages Dizzy Wright. And I think the exposure from that put us on some bigger radars. We already knew Scum and them, but it wasn't too far after that we got a record deal offer from LSP and accepted that. And I think we took the deal in March 2011. So we didn't announce it till Gorefest that year, but technically I just passed 10 years on LSP.
Yep, and that's pretty much what you call like a milestone and stuff. So congrats on that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Except for this last year and a half from COVID, I pretty much played concerts the entire time. Here too, because I don't really tour, except for doing like a show here and there out of town, which isn't a tour. I just fly out, do a one-off, fly back, or a couple of dates. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually was at that Gore Fest when they made that announcement. I was there.
Really? That's fucking dope, man. The Aslan was the shit.
Yeah,
in some perspectives, right? The sound sucked and you could hear shit echo off the stage and shit, which was awful for a performer. But the ground level was huge. It had that balcony, which was dope. Overall, it was a cool place. It's still there.
Yeah, I always tell people that was one of my favorite venues because it looked like an actual old theater, like opera theater and shit. It was cool.
It was super cool. But my wife broke her ankle there the first time we ever played it. I'm gonna take you on the journey. We're gonna go outside so I can smoke. But the first time I ever played the Aslan was Gorefest 2009. And
I was at that one too.
We checked in, and my wife You know, there's like the steps that go down the side of the stage and shit.
Yep.
My wife missed the last step and broke her fucking ankle the minute we got there, dude. And she had to chill with a broke ankle all night until we could leave. It was crazy.
Yeah. There was a lot of good shows I went through. I went to an ABK show there one year.
I played that in 2009. That one?
Yep. So we were all at the same shows even back then.
Yeah, I played that one. That was the last show Steve-O played while he was alive, actually. Well, he hasn't played one, but that was the last show Steve-O was there for. So he performed that night. That was a packed show. I don't know if I've seen an underground Denver horrorcore show that packed since.
Oh yeah, and that's what I tell people. That's why I like the music scene in Colorado, because we have diverse artists. You have straight rappers, hip hop people. You have freestylers. You have horrorcore and wicked shit, and then you have punk rock groups. You like have this diversity, and it's just awesome.
And then there's weirdos who mix it all together, like myself.
Hey, that's called mixing the best of both worlds. I love it.
Right. So yeah. But so I guess that's the start, man. That's where it all started. We had some early big breaks as NSN, which fucking just kind of put me on a trajectory path to fucking a solo group eventually, or solo artist rather eventually. Yeah, so NSN broke up in 2012, just over creative differences. We had just, played a sold out show, Tech 9, and things were going good. And we had some differences, and, I think both were a little petty in the way that we handled them, and it just killed the group, unfortunately. But, I still talk to Infrared Jones on the reg. We're friends. Our sons are friends. He's doing his thing. And that's good. And I'm doing mine. So.
Yeah, I always tell people it's always good to reconcile because life's too short, especially in these days.
Yeah, especially right now, right?
Yep.
We just unfortunately had a friend pass away from the COVID, and then I saw, I think yesterday or the day before, unfortunately, Beast passed away from Mission 16.
Yep, that I did not see coming. I was like, no way.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Beast. M16, fucking Mission 16 fucking rocked some shows, man.
Oh, yeah.
It rocked some shows.
Hell yeah, and that's why it's crazy that LSP. I always tell people they've been around for like 21 years, and we're still not stopping. We're still putting out shit.
Yeah, I don't see any stop in the foreseeable future. I personally have time periods where I feel like maybe it's time to retire, but that usually passes the next time I play a show.
Oh yeah, your live show is just very energetic, so you'll definitely see me at that show on Saturday.
Oh yeah, Saturday's gonna be the shit, man.
We'll definitely have some drinks together.
I quit drinking, but I'm there to have fun. I'm the new improved hex-rated. Anybody who knows me knows, I'm known for partying. I'm known in all the labels and underground camps across this fucking state or country rather, for partying. But yeah, man, I'm 36, and yeah, I got to take a break or something.
Oh yeah, even I have to do that every now and then because I've seen what alcohol does to people in my family. So I always made a vow that I would never let alcohol consume my life or use it for depression and stuff.
Right. Too much to do, man. I think that's really what it is I can't afford to be hungover anymore, bro. And my liver's a bitch. So I fucking get hangovers every time I drink. Every time I go to Texas, I fucking throw up for like 3 fucking days. It's crazy.
Well, if you don't drink, we'll definitely smoke something this Saturday.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, how did you come up with your name, X-Rated?
All right. So I used to do graffiti, right? I used to get up and that was part of me being obsessed with hip hop, right? So I created or went by the moniker Hex, tagged Hex everywhere. So when I started rapping, right, it fucking seemed natural. Now Northside Ninjas was like we were like a crew, if you will, from before the music. Colorado's not exactly known to have the tightest juggalo community, at least back in the day. And we used to have beef with random people for no fucking reasons, really, when it comes down to it.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days.
So, yeah, we were Northside Ninjas. And then so when we started rapping, you know, that's how we got that name. And then so I automatically was like, I'm going to use my graffiti name. Well, after Northside Ninjas broke up, I needed to do something to kind of separate this project from that project. So after a while, you know, I was like, well, I want to do something that's like a reference back to the snuff, is lyrical snuff, right? So you got X-rated and not rated like the artist, like rated, rated, like, you know, the rating of a film. So I was like, well, if you were going to rate snuff, then it'd be hex rated. So that's part of it. Another part of it was a old friend Adam Anthrax used to, when I would get fucking wasted, would call me hex rated or hex faded, or he called me hex faded. That's what it was. So then it just translated back to hex rated when it was time to go solo. My blunt went out.
And that's one thing I've always loved about LSPs. Everyone on the label, they like have their own unique style that they like bring to the label.
I agree completely. Lots of different styles, from hardcore hip hop boom bap to Russian death trap to fucking, I don't know what the fuck I make. I don't even know how to describe what I do because I mash genres. I think I'm just pretty versatile, I guess. I don't think I have one specific sound.
Exactly. And I've always told people that's one of the many reasons what I love about like ICP or just groups that like change up their style a little bit, but they'll still like do the stuff that you know and love. But they'll like change up just a little bit, but they'll be like, oh, damn.
Sprinkle a little bit of the new with some of the old. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And is there like anyone in the industry that you maybe haven't worked with that you would want to work with or even produce for? Because a lot of people don't know you're even a phenomenal producer yourself.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I started producing about 5 or 6 years ago. I own darktrapbeats.com. I've produced. Yeah, I used to produce for the Sick Beats. Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of people I'd like to work with. There's some people who were on that list last year that I never thought I would work with that are no longer on that list. So that's pretty dope. Me and Class made some pretty cool shit happen for the next Violence record.
Hell yeah.
But I think, you know, it's hard for me to say who I would like to work with because I'm really inspired by a lot of stuff. A lot of that stuff is in this genre and a lot of it's not. You know, like DJ Swamp. I'd really like to work with DJ Swamp, and that's within reach. We've talked. He's the tour DJ for the industrial band Ministry. He's the tour DJ for Slayer. He's the tour DJ for Beck, and he's the Scribble mixed scratch champion of the world. So that would be dope. And we've, like I said, we've talked. So hopefully that happens. I think recently some other people worked with. Twisted worked with him. AXE worked with him as well. He told me that, though I didn't even know. I was like, whoa, that's cool. So yeah, I think some people outside of the norm. I'd really like to work with Ill Bill. I worked with Gore-Tex on Rotten after I opened up for Nonfiction in like 2015 or 16 or something like that. So I'd really like to work with Ill Bill. I really like to work with DJ Swamp. You know, of course, I'd really love to work with Twisted or ICP, right? I've been listening to them for a long time, played a lot of shows. Who else?
That's like a lot of my homies, like Devereaux. Shit, I find out they've done production for ICP. I'm like, yes, my dude.
Yeah, he sent me a beat for my next album, actually. Shout out to him. So did Lazy and Crazy. He sent me a few from Oddity. So shout out to both of them for sure.
Those two dudes are like literally mad scientists. Like, holy shit.
They hooked me up. So other than that, I think outside of those genres, I'd like to work with I'd like to work with Des Fafaro, who's the lead singer of Coal Chamber.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah. I don't know. Some of the boys from G59, I guess. That'd be dope. Some of them Suicide Boys and fucking Germ. Fucking Shakewell. Those dudes are dope.
Yeah, Suicide Boys is fucking phenomenal, especially live.
Yeah. I caught them live in Denver the last time they came through. That was cool.
When I saw them was at the Gathering in 2009, and then Ghostmane was playing that Gathering, and Ghostmane's dope too.
Yeah, Ghostmane's fire.
And I love how he can change up his voice and flow on a song. Like, he could sound like a grunge singer, and then he just goes straight.
I swear to God, I thought Ghostmane was two people when I first heard him.
So did my homie. She's like, "Oh, is these two different people?" I'm like, "No."
I thought he was
She's
two
like,
people.
"Holy shit!" I was like, "That's major." She's like, "That's major talent, being able to change up your voice like that."
Yeah, and it's like two different styles too, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I got smoke in the eye. Oh shit.
Hell, I could even see you maybe doing something with DJ Paul.
Yo, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. When I won, or I didn't win, but when I placed in the finals for the fucking DJ Paul beat contest, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
That fucking blew my mind. And I've played two shows with DJ Paul. I played with the Mafia 6 right after Lord Infamous died. His casket was like right next to me. And then I played with DJ Paul with ICP. I guess it was the last time ICP toured. Fuck this COVID shit. It's got me all off and confused.
Yep, that was Fury Fest. I was at that show too.
Yes. Yeah, that was dope. I was on schedule to do another that was on the books, but the video had to come fuck it up.
Yeah, that lineup for that tour was awesome. You had ICP, Mushroom Head, DJ Paul, and then you had Ouija Mac and Ritz. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man, Ouija showed me some love. That was dope. He fucking rocked that show in a Hex-rated shirt.
That's my brother for life. I'm actually also part of his street team here in Colorado.
That's dope. Ouija's dope. The gutter walker. He's dope. Yeah, that was really cool. I met Violent J that night for the first time, which I've been around a long time. I just don't go out of my way to like put myself in situations to meet people. I'm usually partying for one.
Yeah.
But for two, I've just never liked that approach. I've just felt like if someone wanted to come meet me, they would just, come meet me, and they did, and it was fun. It was cool. I appreciated it, but yeah, that was a really fun show. DJ Paul killed that shit. Ouija killed that shit. Mushroom Head killed that shit. Ritz killed that shit.
Especially the lead singer, Mushroom Head. Remember, he was like hanging on like the billboard in the parking lot as he was singing.
ICP killed that shit. I do remember that. That was a fucking fun show. I can't wait for shows to come back. But on that note, we had a show on Saturday for everyone watching.
I had the flyer to show somewhere.
At the Roxy. Scum and Hex rated album release party, double album release party.
Ah, there it is.
Boom for Trap Reznor, which is my industrial instrumental trap beat remix album. What the fuck does that even mean? I'll tell you what the fuck it means. It means it's full of industrial remixes to some of my classic songs. Now, when I say full, it's really only 3. It's really a bunch of production, and some of it is really just trap and dark, and some of it's industrial trap, and some of it's just like industrial beats like that you would hear on like a 1980s fucking 9 Inch Nails Ministry album that I've worked on over, I guess, the course of the last year. But I didn't know it. And that happens to me all the time, right? Because I'll just make some shit and put it in a folder. And then like a year later, it's a part of a project. So some of it was made specifically intended for this project, and it's nuts. Most of it has live guitars, which is why if you buy the album, you get a guitar pick for free. You can order on gorehop.com. Boom, free guitar pick. It's available on CD, and it's available on cassette tape and streaming on all platforms. And on that note, it comes out tomorrow. So technically, tonight, midnight Eastern time. So that's really like 10 o'clock Mountain.
Yep.
You'll be able to probably pop up there. So feel the craziness. You got to listen to it in a system, though. You really should. In a big system or car or monitors or something with some bass in it. It's a good phone album. It's a good headphone album, but it just hits way different with some heavy bass behind it. So if you can, bump it like that. And it's also the release of the Scum's album, Gray Skies, from Dying World Chronicles. So it's volume 1 from his 3-album series. And that is a dope record too. So you can cop both of them at the show. Some other merch dropping for my album release. Essentially, the first time you can get it in person. It's up for sale right now on gorehop.com. I do want to talk for a moment about the cassette tapes. They are a little delayed, and for that, I apologize. Myself and the label, we did everything we could, as well as the manufacturer, who's an independent manufacturer, and I'm not, busting his balls by any means. Shit happens, and shit's just been delayed from international shipping, so tapes are sitting out there somewhere, but they've been repressed and they're being overnighted. So the shipping on those, I guess, is what I'm getting at, might be a little bit delayed. Other than that, the guitar picks are here. CDs and shirts will be shipping out. So I apologize. LSP apologizes. You won't get your physical units tomorrow. But nonetheless, it's available to listen digitally, and your physicals will be just a little behind, not by much though. So please bear with us on that while, apparently Canada just wants to hold shit hostage. They're like, no, you cannot have blank tapes to make albums, but we figured out a way around it, and that'll be inbound ASAP. But other than that too, make sure you check out the goddamn fucking music video. Jim Jones with a Double Cup Trap Reznor remix.
Hell yeah. They were trying to censor it, and we ain't going to let that happen. No.
Can you play that in here? Because if you can, you should. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I can't even advertise to my own fan base anymore. Like, I showed Scum this screenshot. I went and I tried to boost your shit, right? Sponsor your post, and you can take the slider, right, for the budget and slide it all the way over to like 10K. And if I fucking did that, I still couldn't reach all my own fucking fans. Like, I could pay Facebook $10,000 to promote my post for one fucking day and still not reach all my fans.
Well, that's another good reason why this is always a good show. Like, it's a good way to like promote yourself, and you're always welcome on the show whenever.
Fuck yeah, man.
And I definitely want to get you and Class on here when you guys come up with your next release group project together.
Yeah, there's some things in the works for sure. Violence, volume 2, you know, there's some pretty hot singles off of that we got verses back on. I'm comfortable talking about it. It's been mentioned a couple of times on the internet and once live in concert anyways. We did get a verse back from Sauce Moolah of City Morgue for Violence Volume 2.
Oh yeah, I heard that, and I marked the fuck out.
To me. And we got a hook from yeah, dude, on that War Dog shit. So that's super dope. Super dope. We got a verse from Sauce Moolah. We got a hook from Bill Saber. If you're not familiar, look him up. Super dope. And yeah, so it's progressing. It's going a little slower, you know, than it should, and that mainly is on me. Class can write and record vocals in like 30 fucking minutes and have a song done, and I work off weird spurts of motivation and fucking artistic ideas. So it just is slow for me, I guess. And I've been doing a lot of other shit, this album and graphics and whatnot, but I'm about to pull my head out of my ass and fucking get on some music, because I got some dope shit that, you know, we just have, and it's gonna be fucking crazy.
Well, that's why I want to thank you, and everyone else wants to thank you for you guys that are like just putting out music to keep yourself sane and to keep us sane in these times. So thank you to that.
You froze. I froze. Y'all froze. I appreciate your kind words. It froze in the middle of it though, so I didn't hear it and probably didn't get to react, and it looked weird, but that's the internet. Word.
Yep.
Word, man. Well, yeah. Other than that, you know, like I mentioned, it's my son's birthday, so I'm definitely gonna go kick it with him for a while. I appreciate you giving me the time and the platform to talk about my record, and make sure you come to the show this Saturday. It's a 100 capacity event, so very limited tickets compared to what the Roxy usually has. So make sure you get them. You can get them from Kukui and P Creepy and Oogie Boogie and a few others out there. Take a look at the flyer, and if you can load the Jim Jones video in here, that'd be super dope, because I think everyone should see that shit. Oh, show.
Hell yeah. Or I'll definitely post it in the link for everyone to check it out.
That works too, man. Other than that, do you have any last questions for me before I do?
Well, can your boy Don Chaos and Carnival Spirits get a shout out? And if you have any more shout outs?
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to Don Chaos and Carnival Spirits. Put your L's up. Hex rated. LSP. Deuces.
Peace. And that was Hex rated, y'all. Holy shit. That was a dope interview. And now, y'all, I am going to have our next special guest on. I'm going to have our next special guest on after I touch on this next topic. Again, this stream and every other stream is dedicated to DJ Run for Cover. You will never be forgotten. We miss you, DJ Run. This is for you, bro. Yeah. Hell yeah. So now we're going to get on to some more, like 2 topics, and then I'm going to, of course, have our next guest on for the night. So this Saturday, y'all, I mean, I'll be in the live somewhat, but of course, like, again, I am going to be at the Roxy Theater on Saturday, but for those who will tune in on Saturday, tune into my boys, Team MEUJ, also known as Midwest United Juggalos. They are doing their annual show that they do on Saturday. And their special guest on Saturday is the one and only, the homeboys, Wicked Wood, y'all. So on Saturday, definitely tune into that, y'all. Whether you watch it live or you watch it later on, tune in to Team MEJ's weekly weekend web show this Saturday, where they have special guests, the homies, the dudes, the one and only Wicked Wood. Hell yeah, y'all. And we are definitely also tomorrow. You can look forward to me doing the live reading of the Pendulum series. So tomorrow, I will be reading issue number 9, y'all, of the Pendulum. So if you've read the Pendulum or you haven't read it in a while, tune in live here on Carnival Spirits, where I will be reading it live for you guys. Again, whether you've read it before and you just haven't heard it in a while, or you never read the Pendulum series and you want someone to read it to you, I will read it to you guys tomorrow. We are on issue number 9. We are almost done with the Pendulum series. And then after that, I will hopefully start my new live series called A Trip Down Discography Lane. So if you're an artist or group and you want to come on and just review your discography with us and discuss your discography with us, hit me up. I know Scum said he's down to do that. So who knows? We could possibly get Scum to come on and review his discography. We might even come and get Hex on to review his discography. Hell yeah, y'all. And I'm going. Oh yeah. That was a good guest spot, y'all. So now I'm going to send the link to our second guest of the night. Let me send the link out. And our next guest on tonight is going to be Plantman, also known as the real Plantman. All right, Plantman, I've sent you the link. So just hit that link and go from there. Oh, yeah, y'all. And how about this? An official Dawn Chaos drinking cup was custom made for me by my mom's husband. Yes, an official Dawn Chaos drinking cup. So, yeah, now when I do my shows, I'll possibly be drinking out of this. That was made for me, by the way. Hell yeah. So, yeah, link is sent. So now we'll just chop it up for a bit until our second guest gets here. Then I'll touch on a few more topics. And then I'll open my mail. And then you guys know how we do. I let my phone charge for a bit. And then we'll go live again for the after show. So, guys know the after show of the Hours of Chaos. We just chill, chop it up. It's an open panel. If you want to come hang out, that's something I do on my personal channel. Again, I want to show you guys the awesomeness that we achieved. Look at that, y'all. We did it. 10 years of just hustling, grinding, putting out entertainment for you guys for 10 years. And before the 4th year anniversary of the Hours of Chaos happened, is going to happen. Can you believe that? Holy shit, y'all. Holy shit. Again, thank you to Hex Rated for being on the show. Again, always welcome on the show. It's like anyone that's been on the show. Y'all are always welcome on the show because this is the show where we focus on that positivity. We don't worry about that negative shit, that drama. No. We about unity here and that positivity and light karma, y'all. And that good karma. So this is because of you guys as well. So thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. "10 years of putting out content for you guys. Coming on the 4-year anniversary of the Hours of Chaos podcast. We did it all. Cult of Chaos. What's up, Lakeland? We're just waiting on our second guest to join us. That was a very good interview. Oh, shit, y'all. Is that who I think it is? What up, man?
What is good, my brother?
What is good, man? It's hard to believe we have not seen each other since the 19th annual gathering, and we live in the same state, damn it.
Right?
But I guarantee you, we're going to make that happen possibly. The only difference is I live in northern Colorado, I live in Denver, and you live in southern Colorado, right?
Right.
Hell yeah. It's good to see you again, bro.
Oh, it's been 3 years since I've requested this, and now it is time to come to the episodes.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
So what you been up to, bro, since we last kicked it?
Well, I have been putting up some entertainment. I attended the 20th annual gathering
I was
as
there too.
as a buy and trade flea market. I was at 3 spots at the fucking Shimmer Forest, and I was just selling and trading, and everybody came and enjoyed it. Every artist has came and saw it. It was fun. And then I attended Fuck Corona Fest. If you have heard about this was done last year in West Mississippi.
I did hear about that. I didn't end up going, but I did hear about it.
From one of the crews that set it up, it was Fago Snow Whoops. So if you've heard of them, those were Those were true crews that I've had much respect for. Props to them for everything that they've done.
Oh yeah. So what is it that you actually do? Like pretty much everyone in the chat, like what you do. I know you're an inspiring stand-up comedian.
I've done a show previously when I first arrived in Colorado. It was a stand-up, and I tried my first time being stand-up, and it was like, it was okay, but I told them pity laughs were acceptable too. So I've got like no pity laughs from it, and the next thing you know, I was like feeling like, oh, I think I messed up. But I had more couple of artists and fans that came up to me and said, you had the courage to do what anybody has not done, and I give you mad props for that.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't realize it takes balls and guts to be a stand-up comedian.
Oh, it does. It really does. But I've tried, and I was like, you know what? I'll try this the next year down the road. But so far I've made others laugh. I'm getting better at it, I should say. Getting better.
Yeah, and I always find out the best comedy you can do is when you parody something that really happened to you.
Oh yeah, those are actually the good ones. They were really good ones. There was one that I did in Fuck Rona Fest where I ended up doing something, and I tried helping out doing the Porta Johns, and I was like, there's really something wrong here. Either the walls are collapsing on me, or I must be falling deep in the hole. And the next thing you know, the guy who was standing next to me, he's like, no, you're surrounded by 4 walls. I'm like, damn. So I walked out of it, and then next 5 minutes later, I walked back in it, and they're like, you're doing it again. Son of a bitch. I can't do this. But those were good times. Those were really good times. The gathering that was supposed to happen last year, I did attend the unofficial of it. It was the same dates as the gathering was. And
yep, I knew a few people that were there.
Yeah, most of the campsites there. Camp Asshole was there, and you know, they're crowned for it. I think Camp Fuck You was there. There were many of the other crews. Gandalf was there. I was surprised. I was like, wow, he's here too. Oh,
yeah, Gandalf's a cool dude.
I got mad respect for him. Much mad respect. He's good. He's good juggalo. He's one of the good juggalos I got respect for.
Yeah, people always ask me, they're like, why is he called Gandalf? I'm like, well, he smoked a pipe like Gandalf, and he has a long goatee like Gandalf. That's why he's called Gandalf.
I mean, come on now. Have you ever seen another person that is Gandalf that rocks that Bowser shell?
Right?
Like nobody else could rock it like Gandalf can. No hate. It's just he's got style to him.
Yep, and that's one why it's always a good. I always tell people one of the many reasons about being a juggler is good. You can just express yourself and be yourself. You don't have to worry about what anyone thinks.
Right, and that's what I did on. That's what I do on Instagram Live with the Plantman show. I'm like, there's no hate, there's no disrespect, there's a lot of positivity. All jokes are aside. I mean, you come here to be entertained, and you want to see all the dumb shit that I'm doing. Hey, while this is going on, might as well get in a good laughs with it.
Well, and especially in these day and age with the world gone to shit, you need a good laugh these days to cheer people up.
Right. You can't help but give them some good laughter.
Because besides music, comedy is another form of medicine too.
Oh yes. And I do enjoy a good concert for when are we gonna have our next mass gathering? Is the thing? It's like, okay, I've heard somebody comment saying when Jump Steady has a mass gathering, that's when we go.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, we'll wait for his calling. We'll see that beacon in the sky. It's like Batman. Oh, we gotta go home now.
Hell yeah. Jump Steady's a chill dude. I've talked to him many times. Very chill dude. Very intellectual.
Oh yeah. Much chilled. Much chilled. I got nothing but love for him.
And that's one thing I think when the gathering does come back, that I think that's what they need to do. Because years ago, they had a lot of comedy there. And then as the years gone on, they've had less comedy there. So if I definitely do an event at the gathering, you're welcome to come do a stand-up gig there.
Yes. And I'm always looking to host any event, do some comedy, bring the flea market, bring anything to the table and make everybody laugh and enjoy the entertainment as the days go by.
Hell yeah. That was cool of my homie Lakeland to do those designs for you. So I'm definitely going to wear those on a shirt.
Oh, they're going to be in the process of making, but I'm surprised at how it was done. And I remember quite clearly, like, much props to him for doing this, but I imagined it as like the other side of Bang Pow Boom.
Yeah,
how it looks all designed out just like Bang Pow Boom and everything. Yeah, dude, I enjoyed it too. As much as the other artwork that came in with it, I was like, oh, that's even better.
And
both of them will be on a shirt.
He's in the chat right now.
Oh, whoa! I see you.
Yep, he's someone I'm down to like get on my show sometime, and we're just gonna like showcase his artwork and he's gonna share it like some cool stories with us. Like this dude is OG Juggalo to the full. It's like OG originally from Detroit type shit.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Like
but I do have something real special to present to the table as well, because I know everybody is gonna be like, we miss the fam and everything, and it's like, okay, let me do something for the fam. Let me go out and travel to every one of them and tell them, Plantman's here. Give y'all some motherfucking love because I know y'all miss this motherfucker. And yeah, just hop into every state and just fuck off, you know? Have a little mini gathering of my own.
Hell yeah.
And and everybody that comes to it, it's gonna be, oh, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna fuck shit up. We don't care. We got a megaphone too. We got those people that we love the megaphones. We have now claimed that megaphones are now the Juggalo thing.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy myself one. And I remember at 019, you had a megaphone going around, and we were just saying the most funniest random shit.
It is. It's fun. I earned my megaphone rights. It took me 4 years to earn them, and I got them just in time after the 20th year of Gather.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Whoopstock was just such a good show. I love Legends Valley.
Legend Valley, I got nothing but mad respect for. That was actually the first time I actually attended for the 17th gathering, the year of the Butterfly and Wizard of the Hood.
I'm still jelly for that. I wish I would have been. Because a lot of my friends that went there, they said when they were like fucked up watching that set, it was just awesome.
Oh, my first time there, I was all fucked up and shit. Next thing you know, Wizard of the Hood was playing. Where I was not even in the crowd. I was not outside of the crowd. I was literally behind the sound equipment, under the searchlights, sleeping. And everybody walked by. They're like, "You good? You good?" I'm like, "I'm good. I'm good." Then they fucking moved me from my searchlight spot to a big rock. I was like, what? But yeah, that was crazy. It was really crazy there.
Hell yeah. And I didn't mind the like super gathering. The only gripe that I have is that there was like no like service. Like I couldn't like get on my phone like at Legend Valley and get a hold of people.
That
And go, hey, where are you?
Yeah, that was a big issue out there as well. But I will say at the 19th annual gathering where there was where the whoop stock was still going on. If anybody has been to that Light and Weechi Max seminar tent during the time, I popped up on that stage and sat down and smoked all with their crew, and Light and Ouija are just talking to everybody out there. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna snag everybody and just smoke with them.
Oh yeah, Ouija's a very chill, humble dude. That's my brother.
Yeah, he's good people, he is.
He's a real one.
Nothing but mad love for him, man. Just nothing but mad love for him.
Like every time when he stops, when we see each other, we're like, "What up, man?" And then we just give each other a hug.
Oh, yeah, that's that karma positivity love right there, man. That's that karma there.
Hell yeah. So you said the 17th annual was your first gathering?
Yes, it was. And I loved it. Since the 16th gathering I didn't go to, I heard about it. Then I said, one day I'm going to end up going to that gathering. I went to the 17th and I had a fucking blast. 18th annual was okay in my book, but everybody had a problem.
Yeah.
Everybody had a problem. And if anybody attended to it, y'all knew what happened. But if y'all didn't attend it, that was a good thing that y'all didn't spend your money on the ticket, because there was everything that was going bad actually happened.
And if am I right, was that the one that was in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone tells me that one was just terrible.
Yeah, we're not gonna even have one there, because even Jay said we're not gonna have one here ever again.
Nope. I would never even go to Oklahoma. Nope.
No, because there was like undercover cops coming in, helicopters circling the fucking area sky high. There were homies getting cuffed and taken out of the event. Yeah, dude, I mean, it was crazy. And we didn't even have carnival rides. We were waiting for carnival rides, but we had a water hoverboard that you had to pay $20 to do.
Damn.
Yeah, that was not worth it. But I've seen like 3 or 4 homies that tried it.
Hell yeah. And then the Super Gathering was just phenomenal. There were so many good acts there.
Oh yeah, there was. I've kept in contact with all the ones that during the gatherings, the artists that were attending the gatherings. I've kept in contact with them. During the time of travel, I'm gonna hit probably a couple of the artists and go kick it with them. Maybe go live and see if anybody wants to kick it with all of us on the fucking live or whatnot.
Hell yeah. I mean, probably one of my favorites that's like those years, like Ghostman was really dope. Suicide Boys. Woo!
All 3 of them powerhoused in one stage. Oh.
I mean, and sadly, I didn't see City Morgue set, but I could hear their set, and holy shit.
You saw the burning picnic table and the couches, right? Where they were all saying, fuck your couch and fuck your picnic table. No, I saw that big fire right down at where the shower hut and the fucking the pavilion was. I saw that shit all the way down there. That's where the 3rd spot of the flea market was.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I've already did the parking lot, made good money. So now I go from the bazaar area, didn't get set up. So I went up to the shower huts and just fucking set up. Everybody came and bought.
Hell yeah. So just keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep it up.
Of course. I just love to make the homies happy, to fucking make them laugh, and just tell them, hey, keep it up, man, because there's not much of us out there that give the inspiration that we give to everybody at the gathering.
Yep, just got to spread that good karma, basically.
Like we keep telling everybody, the show must go on.
Yeah. Now, the only places I remember at the 20th annual that had good phone service, it was funny. One of them was by the showers. That's where there's phone service. And then the other place where there was good phone service was by Tom Wood's like stand. So he would say, oh, if anyone needs good service, come to my stand. It was awesome.
Oh. Yeah, I've been hearing about people just coming up to the shower hut and just like trying to get good service. And it's like, are y'all trying to go live?
And then I had a story with my homie the last day of the gathering. He's going through bags, pulls out his walkie-talkies, and we all are like, motherfucker, I love you, but we could have used those this whole weekend.
Damn. You had one job, and you fucked it up.
I was like, we could have used those walkie-talkies for the whole weekend.
And yet you didn't even inform us this. You, sir, have lost walkie-talkie privileges.
It's all good. He forgot he had them, though. That happens. Sometimes you pack stuff and you forget that you packed it.
Right.
And then you'll be like, oh, how'd that get in there?
I know, right? It's like, damn it, we should have had this, and it's the last day. Son of a bitch.
And where we were camped, we were like not fully on the bottom of the hill or the top. We were like right in the middle. So we only had to go halfway up the hill and halfway down. So it wasn't as bad.
I even
unless you were
plopped
drunk off your ass, then it was hard.
Yeah, I plopped in on one of the artists' merch booth, and they weren't even there. I plopped in there, had homies plopping in too. We were like, we're just here, keeping it warm for them when they do arrive, you know, because then they can tell us to get out. And then I ended up taking 2 to 3 staff events from the whole grounds, and then one big ass security guard. He was like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, your guys are with me. They're like, are they behaving themselves? I'm like, yeah, they're with me. Of course they're behaving. They're not going to do nothing bad. So he's like, okay. Then one of the event people were like, man, we don't want to get caught doing this. I'm like, if I tell the security guy that you're just standing here chilling, he ain't going to say nothing. He's like, all right, then I'll take your word. He believed me.
Right?
I got your back. Anybody talk shit? I got your back.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's definitely good having you on here and catching it up, bro. And you're always welcome on here. Like, if you want to do a live comedy gig on here, just let me know and we'll try to put something together.
Oh, that's much honor, my brother. That is much honor, my brother. I appreciate that.
And then KJ told me to say what up, you know, KJ Riddle, the homie.
Ha, KJ! Oh, I remember that motherfucker. I tell him next time, stop making those neon glow stick rings he did at the 20th annual gathering. Oh, I'm going to tell him to sit down in there, and then he's going to be like, man, I don't want to. Like, you're gonna.
Oh, yeah, there was a few times where I was telling him, bro, just sit down and relax and enjoy yourself.
Oh, yeah. Even that ski mask he has on, he gets hot under that. And I told him, take it off. If it's that hot, take it off. He's like, no, I don't want to. We're sitting there just like talking to each other. And next thing you know, searchlights went off, and it was like, oh, that's much better. Oh, we were dying.
Oh yeah, we did. We had fun stuff with those glow sticks. Like I was all messing with someone one time because they picked one up, and I was like, "You don't want to touch that one. That one was up my ass." And they were like,
you boofed it. You touched the boofing. You can't get past the boofing.
and then we were also throwing like water balloons at people, and they were like filled with glitter and stuff.
Oh, shh.
But people didn't care. They said it felt good because it was hot.
Right. Don't complain. You stay hydrated.
Yep. And people always ask me what's the best gathering like advice. I tell people smoke during the day and wait till it gets dark to drink because then it cools off.
Mine is always the classic, the favorite, and everybody knows. I tell them every time when this happens, stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I give you through the gathering. One advice. Now, if you walk amongst and you fuck up and don't hydrate yourself, that's the one thing I gave you. There's no more tips or advice I give after that. So it's like, stay hydrated. You're gonna need this.
Well, remember, we were doing that at the 19th annual. Like, we were just giving away free water bottles to random people who were like, here.
Yeah. I might have been one of those random motherfuckers that was like, hey, what's water? Yes. Oh,
yep, I just pulled out my backpack. I'm like, here, and it was an unopened bottle of water.
Oh, yeah. Whew. Yeah, that water is very, very good to have.
Hell yeah. So we could possibly even get in near like little history. Like, how did you come up with the name Plantman? Like, how did you get that name?
Ah, yes. Now there's some questions I was ready for. Apparently, somebody brought this to my attention. You know, there's a show called The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Good
in
show.
2009, this aired, and it said Tales of the Plant Man. I did not do any sort of shit during the time that I was that young. Nothing. But they said, hey, we found an episode that you might want to see. And I'm like, what is it? So I watched it, and apparently it looks like a piece of bush. This small, like a nug, eating fruit. I'm like, really? This is what a plant man looks like? Nah, this is not what a plant man should look like at all. No. The plant man name came across where me and a couple of my first homies that I made in Pasadena, Texas, I was like, okay, is it Plant Man or the Dawn of Weed? So everybody said, let's stick to Plant Man because that's a lot easier to remember. So I'm like, okay. So from then on, I was named Plant Man through the whole entire time. And I think about 50 to over 100 juggalos have heard about the name Plant Man before. Maybe a couple of artists, maybe some of the YouTubers or whoever that came across me during the time of Gather, during events. I was just that positive person that just gave much respect for.
Hell yeah.
That was all I was.
I'm still here.
I see you, my brother. Don't worry. But, I mean, during the time I introduced myself from it, everybody got stuck with it. So they're like, oh, let's see what Plant Man's doing. What is he coming to the gathering? Is he going to be coming to these events? When are we going to go see this? When are we going to see Plant Man? So I've been waiting and waiting for the timing of it, and soon as I've timed it, I was there for every gathering. Not every gathering, just the 17th, 18th, 19th, the 20th, and the unofficial. I attended Rona Fest. I've attended a concert out in New Jersey and hosted for it, and was a special guest DJ for one of our deceased homies that died from a motorcycle accident. yeah, I've been just traveling through the whole entire time of just letting people know, hey, I'm real. There's a Plantman there. Just imagine a big ficus in your room or in a doctor's office, and it's just right there. You have a Plantman standing right there all the time, and they don't even know it.
Hell yeah.
It's just sitting there bringing off positivity.
Yep.
And it's like a conversation piece to start with. Like, really. What's that ficus doing there? Oh, wait. You got a Plantman?
There you go. And how did you actually discover, like, ICP? Do you remember the exact song and when you heard about them, the year, everything?
Yes. I do. When I was 13, I came across somebody that was part of ICP that was a juggalo. He said, dude, you like clowns, right? I'm like, well, of course. I mean, if you like Tim Curry as playing it, then yeah, you do love clowns. But he showed me this video that was a MTV video called Let's Go All the Way by ICP from the Bizarre Bizarre album. You know, that big Jekyll Brothers monster truck ain't gonna go away, you know. That's a piece of memory right there. But
yeah, I wonder whatever happened to that thing.
I'm wondering too. I'm just wondering where's the shell. Just the shell itself. I want to know what they did with it.
Yeah, that was a good video.
It really was. I don't give a fuck about the monster truck riding it. I just want to know what they did with that big piece of investment item that they had.
Right.
But yeah, I've been getting into more. The first album that I bought was, of course, Bang Pow Boom. Then I started getting The Shining. Next thing you know, my mom goes, you need to get rid of that. So I'm like, okay, I know who I could get rid of it to. So I handed it to one of my homies. And he started jamming out to it because I wanted to hear what it was about. But it was good. Shining from the motherfucking Stephen King's work. Yeah, of course. Of course that would work for Jay.
Hell yeah, because Stephen But yeah, basically that Bang Pow Boom, and you basically started moving backwards from there, basically.
Yep, because everybody was saying that the second deck they did not like, but they did like Bang Pow Boom and the Mighty Death Pop. I don't know much about anybody else that has the taste of the Joker's cards, but I've been hearing that from everybody else. And to me, it's just really, it's based off what Joker card you enjoyed the most.
Exactly.
That's how I might look at it.
Right. Like when people always ask me which one's my favorite, I'm like, I do have my favorites, but I like all of them in their own way, shape, or form, basically.
Right.
Now, Fearless Fred Fury, whoo, that album is straight fire.
Trust me, I bought that deluxe edition. Not straight from we good?
Yeah.
Not straight from the website itself, but I bought it at a wax store, wax record store. And I was like, do you think you can get Fearless Fred Fury? And he said, there's a deluxe edition. I said, okay, how much is that? I kid you not. He says the amount is 17.
Take that as a sign.
Straight 17. I was like, no change? Nope. I'm like, I'll buy it. So I bought it and Flip the Rat.
Oh yeah.
But what I've been hearing is that next month, what they're doing is if you do subscribe to their Patreon, you can get the Fearless Fred Fury Furious Deluxe Edition, is what I've been hearing, is going to have Flip, Fred, and the new artwork from Tom Wood himself.
Yep, and there's going to be like exclusive scrap songs that they're going to show. I'm like, yes.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. That's what I really want to try to attempt to get.
Hell yeah. One of my favorite things they've been doing with that Patreon is their jam exam, where they like choose a song from each Joker's card and they like dissect the song and they like pretty much explain the song, like what the inspiration was behind it, and it's just cool to hear them talk about that.
Oh fuck yeah. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Like, I never knew Guts on the Ceiling had that deep of a meaning to it until I heard Jay speaking on them. Like, holy shit.
Like how they introduced the card, the intro for it was really fucking good, because Red Fred was really, really worth it. Straight up worth it.
Yes, it was.
But when I heard Yum Yum's Lure, I heard Smell of the Rain, and I'm like, oh, I like this one. This one's actually pretty good. It's like a lullaby to go to.
Exactly. Like the tracks on there that really got me hyped are, of course, the intro, and then the song Loyalty, and then at the end of the EP where you hear Yum Yum's bed this way comes in an evil sadistic voice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what'll catch you. I mean, if noticingly that Flip the Rat got his album, now they're actually interested in getting the Joker's card to have it, or some type of item or whatever, and make it into a mini album.
Oops, I think you first, bro. There we go.
I did.
We're good.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm starting to like how they're putting a chance with the Joker's cards, item, pet, or inanimate object to go with it.
Yep, and I've even told people, and I know every Juggler's in agreement for this, it's about time that we got a female entity in the Dark Carnival.
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, when they didn't even show the picture, when they said Yum Yum Bedlam, I'm thinking, okay, there must be something going on. If they're describing it as something, I was thinking more of it being a Venus flytrap kind of shit.
Which they're kind of explaining that, because when you look at it, they said there is going to be a second face, and that face does crack open to something.
Yeah, and how the like leaves that looks like hair, how that looks like a pot plant right there.
Hell yeah. And you just like people, if you look up what the word bedlam means, it makes you go, oh, it's like a state of confusion and disarray, and it's a form of chaos. And bedlam is also the name of a mental institution that cares for the mentally insane. So yeah.
Oh, that's interesting too.
And how the theme of the album is going to be about loyalty and stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, because if you notice, if anybody's going to cop that album, that's how you know those are some loyal mother juggalos right there. Those are the loyal fam that want it so badly.
Yep.
And not only that they're doing that, their Patreon through that, but they're also releasing that second coin.
Yep.
So I thought first they were doing the Hollow Wicked one. I'm like, okay, they're throwing them Ultra Monster Live 5. I don't think they're gonna come up with their half of the coins making and shit. Apparently, when I seen the pictures of the homies getting their coins, I'm like, oh, okay, now I see. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go cop that second coin because it's an April coin, and if you notice, April is the sign of the 420 month.
Yep.
So it's like a 420 coin.
Pretty much.
That's gonna be worth it.
And can you believe that they've been in the game for like 30 years already?
Ooh, 30 years in the making.
I know, that's why I tell people they've been in the game for 30 years. I'm going to be 31 this year. I've been listening to them since I was about 8 or 9. Crazy.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Because whatever year the Carnival of Carnage album was made, I was pretty much born that year after they released that album.
Yeah, so if you ever had a Joker card birth card, that's possibly your one.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was Carnival of Carnage.
And I'm glad people are starting to respect that album a lot more. And I tell people this album is highly, highly underrated.
Yeah, and if y'all were there for the last concert for that card, y'all were OGs. Y'all were the real shit. To make that concert, to pull $250 out of your pocket to pay, that is worth it.
Yeah, and it was cool because not only did you see them perform Carnival of Carnage, but you got to see them do an inner city posse set, which is dope.
Oh, yeah. And then you had 20th Annual Gathering doing not only the seminar for ICP, but they were doing a concert during that time of the slot was happening.
Yep, it was. They performed this from beginning to end.
Yeah, that dog beats, man. That dog beats.
And that was cool, like to see them come out just wearing bandanas and rapping.
Oh yeah, and if you've noticed that the hat pin, or not the hat pin, or the pins that were going around was not only the image for Dog Beats, but that was also a first prototype picture of what Carnival of Carnage would have looked like.
Yep, you can kind of see it right there.
Oh yeah, just the hat. It was not the clown. Well, yeah, but still, but I saw one with just the ringmaster hat type of deal.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that could have been the first prototype of it. And then they're like, okay, let's draw up another one and put a different hat on it. And think, okay, which one would look better? So they chose that one, but kept a prototype.
Hell yeah. Like, I think their set that they did from, like, the last gathering that actually happened, that set was phenomenal. They performed everything from Dog Beats all the way up to Fearless Fred Fury. They played one song from each album and EP in between. That was just a phenomenal set.
Yeah, it really was. But also the fun part was from the 18th annual gathering, I got to see the Shangri-La show.
Yeah,
That was even doper.
it was.
And then the 19th, they throw in Hell's Pit, and it's like, okay, it's making sense now. They're doing all the cards for the gathering to make a reunion for them.
And I thought that was cool for during Hell's Pit. I'm like, oh, the only thing they're missing during this set is performing under a blood red moon.
That is true. And I think one of the gathering eras, there was a blood moon out.
I think that was like during Dark Lotus, someone said, which was dope.
Yeah, man. I'm like waiting for that to happen. And it's like, ooh.
And then they weren't just
worth
spraying
it,
any
though.
Fago during the Hell's Pit show. They were spraying red Fago to simulate blood, which is dope.
Yeah. But I'd also give him mad props to Guar as well because of their red foot, whatever blood, gut spewing juice that they pulled out. Yeah, I give him mad props for that too because I got soaked in that bitch.
War is dope. Their live shows is awesome.
I mean, you can't get enough of the fucking Gathering when you talk Gathering and you talk Juggalo with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Guar. Just there's like so many good people that have performed at the Gathering. Just like so many good people.
One of my homies didn't show up for the 20th annual Gathering, and he was like, "I bet you won't do this. I bet you won't do this." So I came across Whitney Payton at the time being, and I said, "My homie said I couldn't get a picture with you. I want to prove him wrong." She goes, "Okay." So I got a picture with her, and then Blase Rose came to the flea market, and I was surprised because she picked up the cassette tape of the Jerky Boys.
Oh yeah.
That I found. And then the crew from the Gathering were like, "Do you want a picture with this with Blase Rose?" I'm like, "Sure." So I got a picture with her, sent her the picture, and next thing you know, she commented, look at the chips I have in my hand."
Oh yeah.
I'm like, okay. And there was a lot of love there. There was a lot of Gathering love during the years of Gathering. There was. There still is. But those unofficial gatherings are really worth it as well. They're just like the Gathering, but unofficially.
Like, even remember the 19th annual, how dope was Yellow Wolf say? He was just still, he was getting fireworks thrown at him, and he was still performing like a champ.
Oh my goodness. Somebody actually sent me a message about that. They're like, do you have that video or that picture of Yellow Wolf getting hit with a firework? So I looked around all the homies and asked them that were there at the Gathering and asked them, "Hey, who has that picture of Yellow Wolf getting hit with a fucking firework?" One homie had it. I sent it to that homie, and he's like, "Yeah, I did that." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I believe you."
Yellow Wolf is just dope. His live performance is just so dope.
They really are. Really are. Catfish Billy is worth it.
Yep, and I also met a lot of people at the Gathering that had never seen Yellow Wolf live. And they're like, holy shit, he's still performing. He's even encouraging people to throw shit at him.
Really? Yeah.
That's how you won the Juggalos over, when you encourage that shit.
Yeah, that is worth it. Yes, we want him back again. Just as when fucking Brick Squad, Waka Flocka Flame came out to the 18th annual and started partying with us in the crowd and shit. I was like, damn, this motherfucker can go on.
Yep, I heard people that always said they never liked him, but they ended up liking him after the Gathering. Like, his stage performance is so dope, and he's a mad chill dude, people tell me. Oh, we have another homie in the chat who wants to say what up to you.
Oh, what's good, motherfucker? Who could this be?
No, Danny Boy.
Ah, Danny Boy! Danny Boy! What's good, Danny Boy?
Yep, he just said Plantman is the Gathering homie.
Yes, I am that motherfucker. That is the Gathering homie for all you juggalos and juggalettes. And also, I give it some mad props to the homie that helped me be the fool who I am too. I give it to Willie Bubba too. If y'all know who Willie Bubba is, that's the motherfucker that also threw fuck Rona Fest.
Hell yeah. So yeah, definitely this summer, bro. We'll definitely make an effort to go down and chill in something.
Oh, fuck yeah. Guarantee it. I'm down.
Because my goal is to like eventually start like hosting events too, like to try to get a gig like that.
Right. I could see if Willie Bubba does need a like hosting person to do the Fuck Rona Fest part 2. I could ask him.
Well, if I'm definitely to make it I'm definitely down to do it.
Yeah, we would love to see you come out and to enjoy the Juggalos and gather with us as well as what we do in the parking lot parties.
Oh yeah, I remember when we first met at the 19th annual. You just walked up to me and you're like, "Don Chaos," and you're like, "Thank you for what you do, for bringing positivity and karma into this Juggalo community." He's like, "You are truly the karma millionaire."
Yep, damn right, damn right.
And it's funny because Danny is the one that gave me that name.
Oh, really?
Because he just sees all the good stuff that I do for the community. And we were listening to Your Life by Shaggy 2 Dope. He's like, "You know what, Don? This song describes you so well. You are the karma millionaire."
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is right.
Hell yeah. Well, do you have any last words, bro?
Any last words?
Yeah, like, of course, shout outs and whatnot.
Yeah. Last words. Keep a real good watch on the Instagram feed because you may never know that merch will come up from the flea market, and you may never know. I might have another booth lined up into the buy and trade flea market that I'm going to be bringing to the table as well. And I also like to give a really, really good shout out to the homie, the honorable, the karma millionaire, the motherfucking Don Juan himself, Mr. Don Chaos, for letting the motherfucking Plantman come up on the show and appreciate the love that he does for every motherfucker in the underground game.
Hell yeah. It's what we got to do. We got to help each other up. I tell people, let's lift each other up. Let's not beat each other when the other's down, but let's weed out the fake people and keep the real ones around.
Right, right. Like we say, we have a saying at Fuck Rona. This is not for the fans. This is for the fam.
Yeah.
That's all what we say. And if you're a fan, this is not for you. But if you're a fam, this is for you.
Exactly. Hell yeah, bro. And I'll definitely talk to you later.
All right, my brother. I will be talking to you later on as well.
Hell yeah. I'm going to be live for a little bit more. So you're welcome to mingle in the chat, everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. And have a good night, bro.
You too, sir.
Yeah. And that was Plantman, y'all. Holy cow, this has been a very good episode. Hell yeah. Yes. And with that, we are going to get into our next topic of the night. I know normally I do 17 topics, but it's been a good episode. I don't think we need 17 topics tonight. So let's go on to our next topic. Little announcement. Again, we did it, y'all. Again, Saturday, make sure you tune in to Team MUJ, where they have special guest homies, the one and only Wood on the show. And for anyone that's going to this show on Saturday, I will see you guys there on Saturday. Carnival Spirits will be here at this event in full effect, doing it LSP style. Make sure you go pick up Hex Rated's latest experimental project, Trap Resonator, on there. And now let's get into our final topic. And then we have mail time with the Don. So the live streams for this April have been announced. And the streams for this month, it's called April's Streamin' Leaves Mugs Beamin'. Because, you know, it's going to be officially spring soon. Hence why it has that theme. And you guys notice the flowers. Just saying. But yeah, some of the things that are going to be returned, you can get a second coin with this. You can also, they're going to be doing Jam Exam Part 2, which I said I've really been enjoying the jam exams that they do. So yeah, definitely excited for anyone who is subscribed to the Patreon. Hell yeah. Another good Patreon you guys should check out is Scum of LSP. The brother has his own Patreon, which is, he does some very dope stuff on his Patreon. If you're not subscribed to Scum's Patreon, you really need to be. Hell yeah. So yeah, a lot of good things coming, y'all. Of course, we are going to be doing the Hours of Chaos after show. So if anyone wants to come on the after show, let me know. If I end up doing after show, I possibly will. Possibly. Hell yeah. So I'm going to go and get my package because it is officially mail time with Dawn Chaos. All right. Oh, yeah. Talk about the clown heads. That's something. Thank you for reminding me about that, Lakeland. So Lakeland was asking me if they're probably going to do those clown heads and release those clown heads for this stream. I hope so. I definitely hope so. And yeah, I definitely hope so. And all I can say is there's a lot of other guests, very dope guests, being lined up for the Hours of Chaos podcast. Again, for those that don't know, the Hours of Chaos podcast start time, it's 8 Eastern time, 7 Central, 6 Mountain time, and then 5 Pacific time. And not only am I reaching out to people to be on the show, but a lot of you guys in the Cult of Chaos in the nation have been looking up people to possibly be on the show. Lakeland is definitely making an interview happen, y'all. And if we can get that to happen, I really hope that that guest spot can happen, because that would be particularly very interesting and dope. So yeah, Lakeland's got a lot of stuff that he's working behind the scenes on, getting guest spots for the Hour of Chaos podcast. I know a lot of you guys are getting guest spots, helping your boy get guest spots. Like Hip Hop Head is getting some guest spots lined up about people that we can have. So yeah, again, if you ever want to be on the show, just let your boy know. This is the Hours of Chaos podcast. This is all about positivity and light karma. None of that negative drama bullshit. And we did it, y'all. You guys can also vote on Replicon Radio for the Hours of Chaos podcast. And look at this, y'all. I still can't believe we made it, y'all. We did it. So thank you guys. Round of applause for you guys. So I tip my hat to you guys with my crazy hair. Thank you guys. Thank you. And yeah, crazy how this happened on the 17th last night. And it's coming up on the Hours of Chaos 4-year anniversary. Everything has come into place, y'all. Everything happens for a reason. And I appreciate every single one of y'all. And yeah, let's get into some mail time. This package is from the homie who was our guest last week on the Hours of Chaos podcast, Detroit Underground. He sent me some free stuff. So if you guys ever want anything to send to me to open on the show, just let me know and I will give you guys the info and I will open something on the show from y'all. So yeah, this is from the homie Ghost Detroit Underground, who was our guest last week on the show. So let's see all what he sent me. Holy shit, this is a big package. That's what she said. Oh, is there a letter? Oh, there is. I believe so. Oh no, it's a poster. Oh, dope. It's the package he did for Ouija Mac. That is dope. The little artwork that he did. Dude, that is dope. I love that. Hell yeah. That's definitely going in a frame and that's being hung on the wall. What else did he send us? Ooh. What else do we got in here, y'all? Oh, we have a bunch of flyers too. Look at this, y'all. We have some flyers that he sent us. Hell yeah. Bunch of these flyers that I can definitely hand out. I'll definitely make copies of these for you, homie, and I'll just hand them out to people. Since a lot of people have their flyers up at the Roxy, homie, I'll make sure to put one of these on the Roxy's wall, the wall of the Roxy, where people showcase flyers that they've put up. I'll definitely do that for you, bro. Help get your word out there. I don't know if you're still in here, bro, but oh yeah. What else did he send me? Oh, is this another poster? What is this? Oh, yes. Another poster, y'all, with a lot of the albums. Oh, God, I just love your artwork, bro. This dude does some very dope artwork, y'all. And he's a phenomenal artist himself, like rapper-wise. What else do we have? Ooh, another poster? Oh, it's another promotional poster. I might hang this up, or I might even do this in a giveaway. Is this like for some of this extra stuff, like for a giveaway, bro? Because now that your boy reached 1K subs, I might as well do a big giveaway. Now, just make sure you guys keep your eyes peeled for that, your third eye open for that, because a lot of this stuff's going to be in a giveaway. And I know I have some other extra stuff that I want to do as a big giveaway, as a thank you to you guys. Of course, one of the things in the giveaway as well will be an extra copy of Doggies. And then another thing I will possibly definitely be giving away. And there's definitely a lot more stuff. I just need to go through stuff. An extra copy of the first issue of The Pendulum. I will definitely give that away, along with these extra posters. Wait until you get what I got to send if you write my name in a bathroom stall at the Roxy. Oh my god. Yes. Ooh, what else is there? There's a Ghosts of Detroit Underground sticker, y'all. Oh, and here's another sticker. It's a car sticker. Might even hang it on the window. Hell yeah, bro. So yeah, you guys want anything to send me, just let me know. And we will open it on the show. Oh, what is this? Oh. Dude. 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 That is dope. Dude. Oh, but wait, y'all. There's more. There's a few more things. Oh. What is that? Ooh. Hell yeah. That's dope, bro. Thank you. Wait, y'all. There's more. Oh, shit. We got Ghosts of Detroit Underground. What y'all know about that? Not only that, but we have an extra copy, y'all. So one for me to listen to and one to do in a giveaway. So this is definitely going in a giveaway too, y'all. Hell yeah. And wait, there's more. We have this dopeness right here. So hell yeah. Shout outs to Detroit, Ghosts of Detroit Underground for this free package. So dope. So dope, bro. Again, if anyone has been guests on the Hours of Chaos podcast in the past and y'all want to send me some stuff, just let me know. And I will give y'all my address and I will open it on package and I will give stuff away for future giveaways, y'all. And yeah, this has been the Hours of Chaos podcast. You guys already know who I am. I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Carmen Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. Links down in the description. If you are new to this channel and this show, thumbs up this live stream, subscribe. We did it, y'all. And I'm going to let my phone charge for a bit because it does need to charge. And after it's fully charged, we will be back for the Hours of Chaos after show episode number 5. See y'all in a bit. Peace.